Imagine a relationship as a resilient ship navigating through the vast ocean of life. The harbor of love should be a refuge, not a storm. We all dream of enduring relationships and weathering life's storms together. However, disrespect can creep in like a silent crack, gradually eroding the foundation of trust and safety. Often, we fail to recognize the whispers of disrespect, both in ourselves and those around us. It can manifest in small, seemingly insignificant ways, but leaves us feeling undervalued and lost. This is not to criticize or blame anyone. Instead, it offers a gentle map, an opportunity to illuminate the dark corners of disrespect and steer towards clear, respectful waters. In this video, we will explore 10 powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy that can help ensure no one disrespects you again. These lessons will help you identify common signs of disrespect in a relationship, explore real-life examples, and most importantly, provide insights on how to heal and rebuild a thriving relationship when respect has been shaken. Because even the sunniest seas can experience a few ripples. Together, we can learn to navigate them with grace and understanding, strengthening the bonds that truly matter. So, watch the video to the end, don't miss any lesson, and comment, "I accept the challenge," as a commitment for us to begin the journey of self-discovery and seeking strength through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Number 1. Compassion. In Stoic philosophy, compassion holds a deeper meaning than merely being merciful. It is the ability to recognize and understand the suffering of others and to act wisely to alleviate that suffering. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" To cultivate compassion, the first step is to learn to empathize with oneself. When we accept and forgive our own shortcomings, we find it easier to understand and forgive others. Next, listen sincerely and without judgment, as listening is the foundation of empathy. Finally, practice compassion through small daily actions, from helping a stranger to spending time with loved ones. An integral part of practicing compassion is forgiveness and letting go. Forgiveness is not just about freeing others from their mistakes, but also about freeing oneself from bitterness and resentment. By letting go of negative emotions, we create conditions for compassion to flourish. The impact of practicing compassion is enormous. It not only helps improve our relationships with others, but also increases the sense of happiness and peace within our souls. Have you ever tried practicing compassion and felt a change in your life? Try it, and you will find that compassion is not just a noble virtue, but also a path to respect and harmony in society. Remember, compassion not only helps others, but is also a way for us to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Number 2. Right speech. First and foremost, always telling the truth is the foundation of all sincere communication. By choosing to speak the truth, we build trust with others, and that trust forms the basis for mutual respect. For example, in an important meeting, if you honestly admit a mistake instead of hiding it, you will earn respect for your honesty and responsibility. Kindness in words is also an important factor. Kind words not only make others feel comfortable, but also help soothe tension and conflict. For instance, instead of harsh criticism, gentle and constructive feedback is more likely to be accepted and respected. Additionally, useful words are those that hold value, providing knowledge or solutions to problems. In daily life, words that are helpful and supportive will be remembered and respected by others. Moreover, conscious silence is another aspect of appropriate speech. Silence is not a sign of weakness, but a way to demonstrate control and wisdom. Sometimes, saying nothing is the best response to avoid unnecessary misunderstandings and conflicts. Finally, thinking before speaking is essential to ensure that our words do not hurt others. Jesus taught, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." This can be understood as, before speaking, asking yourself whether your words will benefit or harm the listener. How can you apply these principles in your daily life to avoid being disrespected? Reflect on the Stoic philosophy's advice to improve your communication. By telling the truth, showing kindness, offering useful words, maintaining conscious silence, and thinking before speaking, you will not only avoid disrespect, but also build sustainable and valuable relationships. What do you think about the power of words in Stoic philosophy? Have you ever experienced a situation where kind words or timely silence helped you gain respect from others? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We look forward to hearing your stories. There are times in life when we feel caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and chaos. But amidst all that chaos, Stoic philosophy gives us a powerful method to find peace. When we learn to focus on the present, we not only find inner stillness, but also develop great self-esteem and control over our lives. Number 3. Mindfulness. Have you ever wondered how to ensure that no one disrespects you? In Stoic philosophy, mindfulness is not just an abstract concept, but a method of living that brings self-respect and the ability to control your life. Mindfulness helps us focus on the present, assess situations calmly, and avoid being swept away by negative emotions. Practicing meditation is one of the most effective ways to develop mindfulness. When we meditate, we learn to observe the flow of thoughts and emotions without being dominated by them. Imagine, like Marcus Aurelius, sitting quietly in a serene space, taking deep breaths and feeling each breath. These moments of meditation help us achieve calmness and clarity, enabling us to respond wisely to situations that might lead to conflict or disrespect. The benefits of mindfulness are endless. When we live mindfully, not only does our mental health improve, but our self-control is also enhanced. This allows us to react thoughtfully and consciously rather than impulsively. Imagine you're in a team meeting and a colleague criticizes you for a mistake that wasn't yours. Your heart races and emotions surge, But instead of reacting harshly, you take a deep breath and stay calm. You listen carefully, then calmly say, "I understand your concern, but the truth is that this error was caused by the system. I will work with the technical team to fix it." This way, you not only defend your point of view, but also demonstrate self-respect and composure, making it impossible for others not to respect you. Mindfulness is not just a tool for maintaining calm and clarity, but also a solid foundation for building and protecting self-respect. In Stoic philosophy, living mindfully is the key to achieving a peaceful life and gaining respect from others. Let mindfulness guide you, and you will find yourself no longer swept away by emotional storms, and always upholding self-respect. Number 4. Forgiveness. We all have experienced moments of hope, followed by disappointment, whether in someone or something. The pain and hurt from betrayals often lead to resentment instead of fading into memory. Dear friends, life is vast and long. Let us learn to forgive to heal our wounds, forgive ourselves and others, and use our precious time to enjoy freedom and happiness in life. Forgiveness is a noble gesture from those who have been hurt towards those who caused the pain. It is when we accept and overlook the mistakes of others so they can realize their wrongdoings, and it helps us become stronger. Choosing to forgive someone means we are calm enough to reflect on everything, draw lessons, and heal the emotional wounds. In Stoic philosophy, forgiveness is not just a beautiful act, but a profound lesson in spiritual freedom. Philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." Forgiveness helps us free ourselves from the burden of resentment and hatred, allowing our souls to be lighter and more liberated. Self-forgiveness is another important aspect we need to practice. Often, we find it easier to forgive others than to forgive ourselves. However, accepting and forgiving our own mistakes helps us learn and grow. No one is perfect, and every mistake is an opportunity to improve oneself. Forgiving others not only gives them a chance to correct their mistakes, but also frees our minds from negative emotions. An illustrative example is the story of Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment, yet chose to forgive those who imprisoned him. His forgiveness made Mandela a symbol of peace and reconciliation, bringing positive change to an entire nation. The benefits of forgiveness are limitless. It reduces stress, improves mental and physical health, and helps us build healthier relationships. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or overlooking the hurt, but about accepting and overcoming it to live a fuller and happier life. Let forgiveness become an indispensable part of your life so you can enjoy a free, peaceful, and happy existence. Share your thoughts on how forgiveness has impacted your life and the benefits you've gained from practicing forgiveness. Feel free to leave a comment below the video. We look forward to hearing your story. Number 5. Non-attachment. Have you ever wondered how to live without ever being disrespected? We can understand that to avoid being disrespected, we need to apply Stoic principles such as detachment from outcomes, letting go of material possessions, freeing ourselves from the need for acceptance, and practicing contentment. Detachment from outcomes is one of the most profound lessons. Imagine you pour all your heart into a task, but the results do not meet your expectations. If you know how to detach from the outcome, you will remain calm and focused on your efforts. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, insofar as it stands ready against the accidental and the unforeseen, and is not apt to fall." This attitude helps you remain unaffected by disrespectful remarks from others. Letting go of material possessions also helps us live more lightly. When we are no longer bound by flashy things, we find freedom and peace of mind. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, always advised us to live simply so as not to be dependent on material wealth, thereby maintaining self-respect and earning the respect of others. Freeing yourself from the need for acceptance makes you stronger and more confident. No longer relying on the approval of others, you will feel free and more certain about the path you choose. Finally, practicing contentment is the key to finding happiness in the simplest things. When you appreciate what you have, you emit positive energy and attract respect from others. Stoics believe that happiness does not come from grand things, but from gratitude and satisfaction with the small daily moments. These Stoic principles not only help you avoid disrespect, but also bring a more serene and fulfilling life. Apply these valuable lessons to live a worthy life and remain unshaken by negative things. We have just discussed the concept of non-attachment, an important principle that helps us keep our spirits up in all situations, not being drawn in by things that are not really important. This is a core part of Stoic philosophy, helping us live a peaceful life and not be affected by external things. I would like to sincerely thank you for watching and following half of this video. Your support and attention are great motivation for us to continue to bring useful and profound lessons from Stoic philosophy. Now, let's continue to explore another important virtue in Stoic philosophy. This not only helps us see our own value, but also creates respect from others. Let's learn about this practice together in the next part of the video. Number 6. Humility. Humility is the acknowledgement of one's limitations and imperfections. A humble person understands that nobody is perfect and that everyone has shortcomings. Recognizing this helps us maintain an open-minded attitude, ready to learn from those around us. Humility also entails acknowledging the contributions of others. When we appreciate and respect the efforts and achievements of others, we create an environment of mutual respect. This not only enhances the value of others, but also makes them feel acknowledged and appreciated. This respect is often reciprocated, creating a positive feedback loop. Helping and serving others is a noble expression of humility. Epictetus advises us to always be willing to help others without expecting anything in return. This service enriches our souls and creates a positive living and working environment. Sharing knowledge is another way to practice humility. When we share what we know, we not only help others, but also strengthen and expand our own understanding. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "While we teach, we learn." Sharing knowledge helps build sustainable relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Finally, humility in collaboration and connection with others is crucial. By acknowledging that everyone has value and unique contributions, we become more adept at building effective and meaningful collaborative relationships. This collaboration not only brings personal benefits, but also contributes to the collective development of the community. In conclusion, humility is not only a virtuous trait, but also a foundation for earning respect from others. Practicing humility according to the lessons of Stoic philosophy will help us live a meaningful life and be respected. Number 7. Patience. Patience is considered one of the most admirable virtues of humanity. We often set goals and make plans to accomplish them. However, not everyone has the willpower and patience to pursue their own dreams. This is the difference between successful people and those lacking patience. In Stoic philosophy, patience is revered as a noble virtue, the foundation upon which we accept challenges and view failure as an opportunity for growth. By maintaining calmness in the face of difficulties and practicing tolerance, we not only develop inner strength, but also build a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Patience not only helps us await favorable outcomes, but also enables us to accept and confront challenges in life. When facing difficulties, patient individuals do not react impulsively, but remain calm, observe, and find the most optimal solution. For example, when Philip was insulted by a colleague during a meeting, instead of reacting immediately with anger, he took a deep breath and pondered on the reasons and circumstances of that person. Philip realized that the colleague might be under work pressure and facing personal difficulties. By keeping calm and talking to that person after the meeting, Philip not only eased the tension, but also built a better working relationship, demonstrating composure and effectiveness in handling the situation. Patience helps us cultivate tolerance and expand our hearts to forgive and understand others. This not only helps build good relationships, but also develops inner strength, making us stronger and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Developing the virtue of patience is not just a long journey, but also an art of living, bringing peace and confidence in every situation. Through this, we learn to control our emotions, not allowing ourselves to be swept away by negative feelings and thoughtless actions, thereby earning respect from others. If you recognize the value of patience in daily life and how Stoic philosophy can help you face challenges, leave a comment. Practicing patience below the video. Have you ever wondered why some people are always respected and loved by others, while others encounter disrespect? Perhaps the secret lies in kindness. Kindness is not only a noble virtue, but also the foundation for building lasting and respectful relationships. Let's explore the lessons of kindness from Stoic philosophy to better understand its power. Number 8. Kindness. Patience is considered one of the most valuable virtues of human beings. We often set goals and plan to achieve them. However, not everyone has the will and patience to pursue their own dreams. This is the difference between successful people and those who lack patience. Being calm and the patient is very essential in life, but it is a process, not something that yields results overnight. Let time respond, because only time can reveal all your efforts, seriousness, persistence, and sincerity. And then everything will be appropriately rewarded. Kindness is not just an action, but a core part of life. Kindness has a profound meaning, not just about helping others, but also how we treat ourselves. Practicing small acts of kindness daily, like a friendly smile or an encouraging word, can create significant positive impacts on the surrounding world. It's not just about being kind to others. Being compassionate to oneself is equally important. Self-respect and self-care are essential factors for maintaining inner peace. When we learn to forgive ourselves, we free ourselves from the burden of self-blame and past mistakes. Thus, kindness not only helps us build positive relationships, but also brings respect and peace to our souls. When we spread kindness, we not only change the lives of others, but also transform ourselves, becoming more patient, strong, and respectable. Number 9. Gratitude. We should acknowledge and cherish the good things in life, whether they are help from others or small daily joys. Practicing gratitude journaling is a great way to maintain and cultivate gratitude. Each day, take time to record at least 3 things you are grateful for. This not only helps you recognize the value of simple things, but also awakens a deep appreciation within you. Expressing gratitude is a simple yet powerful act. Say thank you to those who have helped you, even if it's just small acts. This not only makes the recipient feel appreciated, but also spreads positive energy to those around you. Focusing on the present is an important part of gratitude. Instead of worrying about the past or future, live fully in the present moment and appreciate what you have. Practicing mindful consumption, buying only what is truly necessary, and valuing their worth is also a way to express gratitude. Gratitude brings many benefits, not just to the soul, but also to the body. It helps reduce stress, enhances mental health, and creates a happier life. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." In gratitude, we find peace and respect from those around us, and above all, peace within our souls. God, as a source of endless light and love, always reminds us of the importance of gratitude. When we are grateful, we draw closer to God, realizing that all the good things in life are gifts from Him, and thus we live a life full of blessings and happiness. Number 10. Self-reflect. Self-reflection is one of the most valuable lessons of Stoic philosophy, helping us to achieve genuine respect from others. Self-reflection is not just a personal act, but also a spiritual journey, connecting us with ourselves and, in some way, with God. The importance of self-reflection cannot be underestimated. The famous Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his work Meditations, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, 'The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly.' It is through regular self-assessment and reflection that we can see ourselves more clearly, recognize our faults, and thus improve and progress. Self-reflection helps us become honest and transparent with ourselves, which naturally engenders respect from others. The methods to practice self-reflection are also incredibly diverse. One of the most effective ways is journaling. Spend some time each evening to write down what happened during the day, your emotions and your reactions. This is a way for us to look back and better understand our actions and thoughts. Additionally, meditation is a powerful method for self-reflection. When we meditate, our minds are purified, helping us recognize deep-seated thoughts and emotions that we usually overlook. For those with faith, praying and seeking guidance from God can also be a part of the self-reflection process, bringing peace and clarity to the soul. This is a journey without an end point, a journey we must undertake every day. As the light of God illuminates our spiritual path, self-reflection helps us become more humble, understanding, and compassionate. Only when we truly know ourselves can we demand genuine respect from others. Let the lessons of Stoicism guide us on this path, helping us live a life of dignity and meaning. We have just explored 10 Stoic lessons to ensure you are never disrespected. From practicing mindfulness and compassion to forgiveness and kindness, each lesson brings immense value in building a peaceful and respectable life. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus have left these precious legacies for us, and now you can apply them to your daily life. Now, I have a question for you. How helpful did you find this video? 1. Very dissatisfied. 2. Dissatisfied. 3. Neutral. 4. Satisfied. 5. Very satisfied. Please leave your answer in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Also, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release a new video. Your support is a great motivation for us to continue creating valuable content about Stoic philosophy and how to apply it in modern life. Please continue to watch the next videos shown at the end of today's video to not miss the journey of pursuing Stoic philosophy. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. Possessions. Freeing ourselves from the need for acceptance and practicing contentment. Detachment from outcomes is one of the most profound lessons. Imagine you pour all your heart into a task, but the results do not meet your expectations. If you know how to detach from the outcome, you will remain calm and focused on your efforts. Marcus Aurelius once said, The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, insofar as it stands ready against the accidental and the unforeseen, and is not apt to fall. This attitude helps you remain unaffected by disrespectful remarks from others. Letting go of material possessions also helps us live more lightly. When we are no longer bound by flashy things, we find freedom and peace of mind. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, always advised us to live simply so as not to be dependent on material wealth, thereby maintaining self-respect and earning the respect of others. Freeing yourself from the need for acceptance makes you stronger and more confident. No longer relying on the approval of others, you will feel free and more certain about the path you choose. Finally, practicing contentment is the key to finding happiness in the simplest things. When you appreciate what you have, you emit positive energy and attract respect from others. Stoics believe that happiness does not come from grand things, but from gratitude and satisfaction with the small daily moments. These Stoic principles not only help you avoid disrespect, but also bring a more serene and fulfilling life. Apply these valuable lessons to live a worthy life and remain unshaken by negative things. We have just discussed the concept of non-attachment, an important principle that helps us keep our spirits up in all situations, not being drawn in by things that are not really important. This is a core part of Stoic philosophy, helping us live a peaceful life and not be affected by external things. I would like to sincerely thank you for watching and following half of this video. Your support and attention are great motivation for us to continue to bring useful and profound lessons from Stoic philosophy. Now, let's continue to explore another important virtue in Stoic philosophy. This not only helps us see our own value, but also creates respect from others. Let's learn about this practice together in the next part of the video. Number 6. Humility. Humility is the acknowledgement of one's limitations and imperfections. A humble person understands that nobody is perfect and that everyone has shortcomings. Recognizing this helps us maintain an open-minded attitude, ready to learn from those around us. Humility also entails acknowledging the contributions of others.